In this episode of the Secret Manager video series, we'll talk about global secret names and regional replication policies. Should you choose user managed or automatic? Stay tuned to find out. In Secret Manager, secret names are project global resources. This is because secrets rarely differ across cloud regions. As a concrete example, your Twilio or Twitter API key doesn't change when you move your application from US East 1 to Europe West 4. This is different from other Google Cloud resources, which have a tighter coupling to a particular region or geography. For example, in Google Compute Engine, virtual machine instances are bound and referenced by the zone in which they're created. Even though the secret's name is a project global resource, the secret's payload is still stored regionally. This means that a secret is globally addressable by a single name, but the underlying secret material is still stored in particular regions. Payload storage may be an important concern for regulated customers, or for customers that have strict requirements over where their data is stored, like banking, fintech, or healthcare. Other customers may prefer to have their data stored closer to where they plan to access it, to minimize latency. But how do you choose the regions in which the secret payloads are stored? Google Secret Manager features replication policies, which give you the freedom to choose how and where your secret payload is stored. To tell us a little bit more about replication policies, I think we need to bring in an expert. Hey Colin, thanks for joining us today.
Hey Seth, thanks for having me.
So Colin is a software engineer working on Google Secret Manager. Okay, Colin. Earlier, I was telling our viewers about data storage and regionalization of secrets. Could you tell us a little bit more about Secret Manager's replication policies?
Sure, Seth. Replication policies offer control over where your secret payloads are stored. Some enterprises want full control over the regions in which their secrets are stored, while others don't have a preference. Secret Manager addresses both of these customer requirements and preferences with replication policies. If you don't care about where your payload is stored, you should choose an automatic replication policy. With automatic replication, Google Cloud chooses the best regions to replicate your secret payload. This strategy also offers the highest availability guarantees for accessing and creating secrets.
Okay, Colin, but which regions does Secret Manager pick if I choose automatic replication?
That's explicitly unspecified behavior, Seth. You should interpret automatic as I don't care.
But what if I do care? What if I care too much about where my secret payload is stored?
Then you should choose user-managed replication policies. With user-managed replication, you choose one or more regions to which to replicate your secret payloads.
Yeah, but then I'm going to have to run some cloud function that replicates my secret payload, and I have to deal with all the monitoring and the alerting and the paging and the 3 a.m., and it's just like...
Actually, you won't. User-managed is more like user-selected. You pick the regions, and Secret Manager automatically handles the replication.
Oh, that's super cool. I'm just going to replicate my secret payload into all the available Google Cloud regions. That's going to give me the most availability and the lowest latency. Thanks, Colin.
Well, I'd be careful with that.
Why is that?
While replicating a secret payload to every region improves the reliability of accessing a secret, it may decrease the reliability of adding a secret version.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Why is that?
Well, in order to add a secret version, all of the regions you select must be operational. If you choose a lot of regions, and any single one of those regions is down, you can no longer add a new secret version.
I see. So depending on my application, I can choose to balance my read availability and my write availability accordingly.
Exactly.
So how many regions should I choose, Colin?
Well, as you mentioned, it's heavily dependent on the application. As a general recommendation, you should choose at least 2, but no more than 5 regions.
Awesome. Thanks, Colin.
No problem, Seth.
Okay, let's look at how we set a secrets replication policy from the Google Cloud Console. First, we choose the secret's name, initial payload, and then we have the option of selecting regionalization. Notice that the default behavior is automatic, since that's what most customers will choose. If I want to select specific regions, I can check the box and pick the replicated regions from the menu. I can also set replication policies from the command line using the gcloud tool, or from the API using any of the Secret Manager SDKs for .NET, Go, Java, PHP, Node, Python, and Ruby. Google Secret Manager's flexible replication policies give you choice over where your secrets are stored. If you don't have specific regionalization requirements, choose the automatic replication policy. But if you do have specific regionalization requirements, pick the user-managed replication policy with specific regions. For even more tips and tricks with Google Secret Manager, subscribe to Google Cloud Platform.